Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Erie Insurance Arena, where tonight the Ontario Hockey League presents Do or Die Game 7. The Erie Otters hosting the London Knights. Look at everyone. Aaron Cooney here with you in a rocking Erie Insurance Arena. Set to finalize this series. One team will take on the Owen Sound Attack in the Western Conference Final. We'll have that after 60 minutes of play. Troy Timpano for the Otters. Tyler Parsons for the Knights. And we're set from center. Sorelli against Thomas. After Game 6 went to overtime, Mitchell Stevens the hero as the London Knights fended off elimination for a fourth straight time. This one knocked out the center, and it's Anthony Sorelli down right wing side. He'll flip it on in. Taylor Radish chasing after it. Got the stick here on Mete, and Sorelli trying to dig it loose to the near side corner. Has it. Little bump from Crawley, but the Otters keep in. Chernak down low for Taylor Radish. Comes down near side, flip it on in front. That's off the stick of the paddle of Parsons. Here he gets down low to Brinkett now. Heads out the far side corner, Alex DeBrincat. Now on high, got a room into the slot. First shot was blocked, and that goes up. Thomas in front and away. A chance for Kuokkanen. He's tied up. Thomas cannot get off the ice. He's down on one leg still. Juolevi for a shot. Hit his own man in front, Stevens. And the Otters pick it up, trying to stretch it out for Foegele. Throw him by that pass. Just flip over his stick. Here he does grab. Here just a minute in. Warrene Foegele twirls in the offensive zone, sends it on across. TJ Fergus just on. Pitched on near side, just out of the reach of Darren Radish. Bring it towards goal anyways. It's off of the goaltender Parsons. Loose to the near side corner. Here's Strome with it. Give out to the blue line. Fergus off his stick out the center. Then the Otters reel back to their own end. The Otters have outscored their opponents 20-4 in the first period during this full season, including 7-1 over the Knights. You want to feed off this energy and get rolling early. Here's Warrene Foegele down the right wing side, busting in on Juolevi, a backhand try, another try, flipped on Parsons, and he covers tight to the near post. A minute 34 seconds in. Offensive zone draw coming up. And the Otters are the first three shots on goal. Parsons, an elimination game, has been, as of right now, undefeated. 8 straight elimination game wins if you count the Memorial Cup championship game in Red Deer last year. And then 4 of them with Team USA at the World Junior Championship. He's done a couple here with the Knights in this postseason. Wadnia, right wing side. Down and drop pass. Here's Maximich. Wrist shot. It was blocked. Still with Maximich in front. Wadnia can't put it towards the net with a sprawling Parsons. The D gets across, and Pickenish sends it into Erie territory 2 minutes in. Timpano to move it. Skips away from Hedrick. Lazard. It's a little tie up on Salataro. Still loose. Sticks towards Timpano. He'll shuffle it on for Mitch Byrne. Ahead for Ladnia. Missed on that little one-touch pass, but Garrett Podubny back in lineup for Erie has it. He'll send it in from center end. Parsons to move it. Flip it up the near side. Bodied was Podubny, and it's out to center for Liam Cooney. Working right wing, drops off Bouchard. Wrist shot save, made a rebound. Knocked on in front. Look out, a try. Oh, coming up on the save is Timpano. Salataro gives to the blue line. Bouchard with it. His try. Wide. It sits behind the net. Timpano, he'll cover and hold on. As you can hear the crowd. Troy Timpano matching Parsons in the 3 saves as well. The Otters over 3 all time in Game 7, including 0-1 against these London Knights. That back in 1998. Mete holding. Given down near side, Cliff Pooh replaces Robert Thomas on this line with Kuokkanen and Stevens for right now. As Taylor Radish after the puck to the opposite zone, it's Chernak. He'll let a little slapper go. That's deflected away by Juolevi to the wall. Stevens up and out the center. Glove down by Sandberg. Poked away by Cliff Pooh, and he's got Kuokkanen with him. Here's Pooh into the zone. Puts it off the pad. And a stop from Parsons. Or out of Timpano and the Otters. Picking up the other way. Looking for Taylor Radish. And it's just just out of his reach. Behind Parsons now. An icing call to Erie after that try 2-on-1. That's how they connected for the game-winning goal in overtime, London. It was Thomas to Mitchell Stevens. For that time, a little pass off the pads from Cliff Boo. Campano the first stop. Erie able to move that rebound away. On the icing call, the draw. Here's a shot from Jones, and that sails high. Off the end glass. Back after Miletich to the near side. Erie lifted up the wall, not out Crawley. Just feed it back down low. Sam Miletich. Tied up by Eric Chernak of the Otters. Sorelli digs it loose. Moves up the near side, and off goes Taylor Radish. Gets it out the center. Jones knocks down the intended pass for DeBrincat. They leave it for the defense. It's Bouchard now. Drop off Crawley. Looks left, gives right. And on that way, Miletich. He's tied up by Foegele and Darren Radish. They would take the puck away. Leave it on for Max George along the wall. He stops, looks cross ice. It's Foegele. Down right wing side into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Dylan Strome. He shoves to the wall, but left the puck for Maximovich. Down for Foegele. Turn around. Wraparound try. Parsons is there. Stick save. Miletich carries ahead to center. Red line and down. The Knights back off. And the Otters pick it up out of the corner. Darren Radish leading the march ahead. He leads all defensemen in scoring in the postseason like he did in the regular season. Flipped in, and he'll chase it down against Bouchard. In behind the net, tries to swing it out in front on Carbonera. It will knock it down, push to the line. Foegele here for Erie. Gets the Maximovich. On for Strome. Comes to Foegele. His shot just over the glove of Parsons, and it sails off the glass, the corner, and out to Erie territory. Changes for the Otters. As TJ Fergus trying to run the gauntlet. Hook check at the line by Carbonera. That was center red. Ladnia. Now Fergus looks left. Will be pushed in. Here's Patrick Fellows for Erie. Going to turn it down low. It's taken off the stick by Pitchkinish, but a good keep in there by TJ Fergus. Carbonera will make sure this one gets to center. Little air underneath that one. And the loft gets back to the Erie line. 5 minutes in. Scoreless in Game 7. Erie, look out. Cross the puck up. Here's Stevens just in. Cutting towards the front. Just missing on the shot. Throws it in front. And the Otters steal. They'll go to center ice. Here's Patrick Fellows, right wing side. Chips it down low. After it is Pettis, he swoops in. Trying to power out near side. Hands off. Chernak to the back end. Oh, what a shot. It's still loose. Otters whacking away. And Parsons strides to the front of the crease and takes the puck away. Picking up right where he left off. Tyler Parsons, who has now stopped 50 consecutive shots against the Erie Otters as they're giving up the first one on the Otters' first shot. 47 seconds into game number 6. He was perfect throughout. So far, so good for number 1. It's DeBrincat out of the corner. Man in front, Sorelli. Oh, he's tied up by Cliff Poole. Great defensive effort to not allow Anthony Sorelli to bring that one on the forehand, but DeBrincat gets the puck back. Bounces away from him, Yolevi out of the corner. Up the wall, not out Chernak. He keeps it alive. Knocked down in front by Alex DeBrincat. Push to the near boards. Tie up with Radish. Sorelli there also. Cliff Poole and leaning in on them. Also, it's Yolevi. Here's DeBrincat. Rubbed out of the play by Mete. Puck still loose. It's DeBrincat kick it up to himself now. Taken behind the goal still. Sorelli trying to fish that one out if he can. Trapped between skates right now. Sorelli got it loose for a second. Now it's back in that pile up. As reaching in Kuokkanen, DeBrincat still there. Taylor Radish comes in. Sorelli has it. Walks in front. He stands on the try. Chernak has it. He comes into the near side corner. Hit by Stevens. And Yolevi with that puck freed up. Played up the far side boards. Off the leg of Jordan Sambrook, but Chernak gets back. It's Cliff Poole on the right side. Drops it off for Mete as he tries to pass across. Wiping out with Sambrook. And it allows Cliff Poole to grab the puck. Puts it back down low. Stevens trying to power out in front. Mitchell Stevens for Cliff Poole. Off his skates, just wants to keep it in. DeBrincat will grab. He finds Foegele. He's going to slowly make his way to center ice. Now flip it hit. Glove down by Strome. Strome to the zone. Wait, fires. Blocker saves Parsons. And back on to center ice. Foegele hunting down Miletich. The Otters steal. It's Strome to Maximovich. Right wing side. Wait, deep. Maximovich off to the goalpost. And just wide as Foegele was right there. And it bounces on near side. Along the wall, Crawley. He throws this one up. It'll get out to center. Hedrick rubs it down. Tied up on the near side boards. Hedrick pokes it loose. Strome now. He'll just loft it in and head off. Maximovich to chase down. Another great chance from Erie, cutting to the front of the net. 7:20 off the clock in a scoreless game number 7 from the Erie Insurance Arena. Jones will sweep the puck into the Otters zone. They tag up, and good. Watching Mitch Byrne. They'll send it on near side 2 in gold. There, Hedrick. Nice little dish to Garrett Podubny. Has some room up ahead. Gives to Gurney. Bounce it into the zone. Ties up with Matten into the near side corner. Podubny trying to reach in. He's got it. He's put to the wall now. Garrett Podubny, ranked the 130th skater from the NHL Central Scouting Service final rankings. Sent around, and they will get out to center. Fergus will just leave it along the board. Podubny couldn't take it. Gurney bumps Scooty, but it's 18-1 in control. On for Carbonero. Nice stick there by Fergus, who is tripped up on the play. It's grabbed by Salaturo out of the right side. Tries a shot at it off the body of Darren Radish wide. Out of the near side corner, Gurney sweeping up the boards, looking for it. It's kept in alive instead of Mattinen. And the Erie steps in front of a man, and Darren Radish just gets it out to center. They got a man trapped in the zone here. They can't go and play. That's Carbonero, so the Otters, they got a chance to get a change of their own. And Eric Chernak wheels it ahead. Third line on for the Otters. Chernak was ahead of steam. He'll fire it in. Fellows down to the near side. Shots are 8-5 in favor here. Here's Ladnia seeking out in front. He scores! And you can't beat that. Ivan Ladnia. 1-0 Erie. His first 5-on-5 goal of the postseason and his third goal in just 27 games. Ivan Ladnia comes up big. 1-0 Erie. And here's still the problem for London, as you have not seen Robert Thomas take a shift, as now McDonald centering the Kuokkanen unit. He blocked a shot early, first couple shifts, and has not come back since. McDonald to the blue line. Juolevi sends it wide. Skips on far side corner. Looking, blocked it. It looks like on the knee. Here's a wraparound try. Kuokkanen tied up by Taylor Radish. Pushed up the wall. Zabrinka picks it up. Skating ahead, he finds Anthony Cirelli. He'll get it in. On the backhand and chase it down the near side corner. Beat it behind the net. Taylor Radish bouncing it back on for Cirelli. But it's pushed up the near side. Darren Radish pinching in it. Stepping in on Stevens. Here he gets out to the blue line. Played in front. Knocked away by Victor Mete before Cirelli could get a blade on it. Behind the goal. On for Alex Zabrinka. Trying to turn it back down for Taylor Radish. Man just on is Dylan Strome. Hands off to the older brother. Darren Radish waits, and he'll give off to Dylan Strome. A little interference for the Otters, and they try. Pass off a leg. Darren Radish will keep it alive, though. Along the right wing side. Erie changing behind the play. He'll get reinforcements in Foegele and company. Given in front for Foegele. Going to get a stick on it. Max Dutch, one-timer. That's kicked away by Parsons. Foegele, loose biscuit. Going to drive out to the circles. And he'll hold on now. Wait. Find Maximovich in the cycle. Ducks onto the far board. Plays it down low. Here's Foegele with it. Ducks around Pooh now. Comes out near side. In front. Here's a try from Darren Radish just wide. Foegele back to the puck. Up the board. TJ Fergus calmly holds and comes across the blue line. Backhanded on for Strome. Along the half wall. Darren Radish's line. Without a stick is Stevens. And the Otters had it knocked away. Stevens is going to glove this one out to center. They can take the heat out of a hot kitchen. Otters want to come right back in. It's Strome, right wing side. Foegele to the goal. Strome cuts across. His dish intercepted and played to center by Jones. Midway through, Erie back to the zone. It's Strome, right wing side. Wrist shot off the shoulder of Parsons. Ladnia just in, and it's floated down the ice. TJ Fergus will grab it. 1-0 Erie in Game 7. 9:15 to play in the first. It's TJ Fergus. Looks slowly going to come to center. Now the head fake trying to shake out Salaturo. Lost this one in on the backhand. All good as Parsons forced to play it. Rip it up the near side. That's not the referee. Bounces around. Jones out of midair as the Otters Mitch Burns. Keeps it along the board. Salaturo crashing, but he able to hit on to Max Jones. Comes down left wing side. Jones into the corner now. Wraparound try. Trying to stuff it in. The Otters fight that one off. And Burns gives the head to center ice Patrick Fellows. Stopped at the line by Bouchard. He'll shovel it out to center. Back to Erie ice. This will go for an icing call. It's waved off as Fegenish beats it out. The Otters, they get back to the play. His own Hedrick ties him up. Garrett Podubny stick handles through a little traffic and skates ahead. His pass. Off his stick and Fegenish right back in. Hedrick puts Fegenish to the board. Carbonero trying to come down deep. They leave it on right side. Vanisomple drifting. Back up high now for 58 and white. Off the body of Carbonari. He's able to corral it. Holds at the point. He'll let a long-range wrister go. Hit his own man. And Cam Lazant wants to get this one towards center. Steps around to check. Does the duty. And it's on for Pedubney to flip in. On goal, Parsons. He'll stop it. And the whistle sounds with 8:02 to play in the first period. Ivan Ladnia with his second the postseason. And the Otters lead 1-0. Cowbell's out in force. Draw to the right of Parsons, and it's Cirelli. Angle it down low off the body and stick of DeBrincat. Dished up the near side. It skips off the shelf, and here's Kuokkanen on ahead. A stick, and what's the call there? High sticking to Cirelli as he barks away. And the Otters will lose Anthony Cirelli for 2 minutes. Otters with a penalty kill. A power play for London, where they finally connected on a power play in game number 6, second period. And high sticking is the call. Draw will be to the left of Troy Timpano. With 2 minutes on the clock. Game 6 is also the first time that the London Knights had beaten the Otters in the special teams panel. Here's Yalevi. He gets down low. Who in front for a try. They score. Kuokkanen does it again. Yanni Kuokkanen from the right circle on a one-timer. It's 1-1. Exactly where you want him. He had it gun cocked in the right circle. Cliff Pooh finds him out of the goal line, just around the near side post, able to feed it through. And the Knights able to strike with the man advantage. We're tied at 1. Rally back on with his unit of DeBrincat and Taylor Radish. Face-off won by Cliff Pooh. Lifted ahead to Otters territory. And the Otters going to reel it out of the corner. It's Eric Chernak after a poke check from Sambro. On ahead off the skates of Taylor Radish. He's going to slow down to pick it up. And he leaves it ahead for Cirelli. He'll fire it on in. After it is Alex DeBrincat. That slides down towards the side of it. DeBrincat able to sweep it out now. Turns and swing it onto the front of the net. And Cirelli was tied up. Sambro just leaves it for Taylor Radish. Nudged along, but it's bounced out ahead off the stick of Brandon Crawley. And it rolls back to Erie territory. And the Otters, Chernak, have to settle down from Timpano. Deflected in by Taylor Radish. Strome chasing after it. Parsons will leave it on to the near side corner. Crawley looking. He'll find McDonald. Ducks back now. Salvatore, Max Jones is winger. He got the bingo balls out for Dale Hunter after they lost. Robert Thomas has not seen him take a shift since his first one of the game. Here's McDonald. Sneaks around one. Tied up. Put it in front. And the Otters Foegele takes it away. They've gotten away with one there. As Foegele turns it into the zone, pushed away, and flipped back towards center. Right back for Foegele. Dish it to himself. It's fouled by Strome on the right wing side. Hands off to Foegele, moving in, waits and fires. Big save, it pops high to the air, loose to the blue pane, and the Otters whack at it, and it's moved away. Here comes Jones with a chance. Bouchard jumping in. Jones comes across now, fires, and that caught a man. They score. Bouchard finds the puck sitting in front after the shot is knocked down by Mitch Byrne. And the London Knights strike quick. It's 2-1. Well, Jones almost lost the handle coming across the ice. He's able to reach and settle it down and just throw it towards the goal. It's blocked catching the body of Mitch Byrne as it sits there. The Otters couldn't find that rebound once it fell out of the equipment of Mitchell Byrne. Bouchard, who jumped up on the play, has his second of the series and third of the postseason. And the Knights now take the lead 2-1. Crashing in is Pickenish, reaching Darren Radish behind the goal on the near side. Right in front, here's Carbonear on performance and shot just wide on the other side of the net. Whizzing wide was Pickenish. It's Foegele on the near side for Julevi. He'll just feed it right back behind the net. Julevi dumped by Darren Radish on a check. DePano, he'll take the slow down. No, the whistle sounded did. You can't barely hear once they get the cowbells rolling. DePano wants to play it and slid it along, but the whistle does sound for a draw coming up in Erie territory. 2-1 London. A power play goal from Kuokkanen. Then Evan Bouchard, a little over a minute later, as the Knights take a 2-1 lead. Here in Game 7, 5:46 to play in the first. Shot 13-9. Stevens after the draw. Takes it to the corner, flips it to himself, now on the near side. Mitchell Stevens, a hero in game number 6. Has the puck again on the left side. That's a shot go. That's blocked away by Timpano. On the near sideboard, Cliff Boo, he comes out, his try, he scores! Cliff Boo from the left circle, sneaks it past Timpano. And it's 3-1 London. Cliff Boo's first of this series. And the Knights jump ahead by 2. Oh, just fooled him. And Joe Murdaka is coming in for the Erie Otters. For a second home game in a row, Murdaka in to spark the Erie Otters if he can. Off at center. Strom unit takes the ice. As they win it back for Bouchard, London. Angle it up ahead. A lot of energy now for the London Knights. Riding the wave coming from game number 6. Here's McDonald trying to bring it up the near side. Foegele takes it away from him, and the Otters move it ahead. Back to it, trying to one-touch it on for Strom. Knocked down at the line, and it's controlled by Crawley. Back to Bouchard, leaning to his left. Moves that way, center. Oh, he caught his own man Jones as Foegele trying to get it. It's worked up the near side boards. Foegele going to charge to the offense. Don't protect on the back end. Hits the brakes now. Walks down top of the circle. Out high now. Wrist shot through some traffic, and it just sails wide. There's Max Simic taking it back down towards the corner. As he's tied up along the boards, knocked down by Bouchard. Reaching in, Strom. And a hit from McDonald. Down goes Dylan Strom. The Otters floated towards the net. Stop. And McDonald's going off. Erie gets their first power play of the night. A 3-1 hockey game. Checking from behind the call. And a pivotal moment early in this game, number 7. First period, the Otters. Power play chance late here. Try to draw within 1. Face off 1 and Mete angle it onto the near side boards. Julevi will dish it down the ice. Back to move is Joe Murdaka. He settles it down for Darren Radish to move it ahead. Out for Strom, left wing side. Taylor Radish just in the zone. Stop. Able to find his older brother Radish through a traffic the shot. That's off the stick of Parsons, and it's picked up by Pooh. Out right wing side. He protects this one and will send it in off the feet of Darren Radish, who's back to pick it up as Pooh heads off on the change. 30 seconds off the power play clock. Aaron pass and Stevens. He's hit by Radish, but keeps on moving and almost lost the handle though. Going to leave for Jones, tied up on the backside by the Otters, and they move it ahead. Oh, the Otters, they really got to start taking care of this puck. Frustrations, you can tell. Here's Murdaka. Settle it for Darren Radish. The Otters down by 2 here in this first. London striking quick with 3. Here's Max Simic trying to make his way down the left wing side. Slow it a bit. as it's put behind the net. On for DeBrincat, out of his reach. Vanderstubble chasing. Hedrick pokes it in on further. Along the near corner. They give to Taylor Radish. He turns, trying to find Pettit. Two knights around him. A shove by Taylor Radish, but Kuokkanen able to play it down ice. We're finishing the change on the power play unit. Down to 33 seconds. Hedrick on for Maximovich. Pushed ahead for Foegele, left wing. Reaches in, sends it around the horn. There's Ivan Lodney. He's got the goal for Erie. Back down low, Crawley. Angle it off the near boards for Juolevi, and it's down ice. The defending Memorial Cup champs trying to keep the season alive. Ahead by 2. Here's Owen Hedrick. He'll bring it into the zone. Time to get down to the power play. 10 seconds. On for Eric Chernak. Seawheel fires one. Stopped by Parsons. Gathers it up along the shoulder. And the face-off will be along the near side. With 2:44 to play in the first. And the Knights ahead 3-1. Goals coming. 3 of them in a span of 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That day up the near board. Chernak couldn't keep in. It's out to center, and they've killed it off. McDonald backs up. After he comes out of the box, Garrett Podubny will see it ahead. Right wing side, Podubny trying to flip it to himself. Pushing and shoving with Juolevi down to the near corner. Juolevi with the body position, slides it right in front of his own circles, but it's gathered there by Miletic, and then Piketich will dump it in deep. Moves up the boards. They throw it down low. Piketich was looking to angle it on for Miletic, but Christian Gurney on to pick it up in style. And out ahead for Podubny. Couldn't handle that one. It's Miletic on the charge the other way. Right wing side. He reaches around Sandbrook with the backhander towards Merdaka. That was caught up. Somebody lost the glove. It belongs to Piketich. The puck in the Otters zone. Carbonera. He smashed the wall by Sandbrook. Takes a little shove as well. The Otters looking to break out. Chernak on for DeBrincat, left wing side. Trying to back down Juolevi with a shot. Juolevi blocks it. And it skips over the net. All the way to center ice. Backhanded towards Erie territory. It'll be picked up by Darren Radish. Shots are 16-11. The Otters open things up. Great start to the period and got the first goal, but another short lapse of time as Radish brings it off. Hands off to Sorelli. Turns and trying to get a backhander towards the net. Heads behind the goal now. Tuck it on to the circles. Here's DeBrincat. Waits. Looking towards the goal. Glove stave with traffic in front. Parsons holds on. They draw near side. Sorelli and DeBrincat look around. They're going to make a trade as Strome takes the ice against Cliff Boo. They win the draw to DeBrincat with a wrist shot, blocked by Crawley, and skips onto the far side. Stays going high in the air, but stays in the playing surface. Erie offside, trying to keep that puck in. Base draw coming neutral ice. Well, it started with the Otters and a lot of pressure, and then London losing. Robert Thomas, who blocked a shot and was down to one knee and could not get back up to his skates at all, had to drag himself to the bench and get off, and is not on the bench right now for the Knights. And a 3-1 hockey game. Here's Taylor Radish, reaching on near side, pokes it ahead, whacking at it is Alex DeBrincat, turned along the near side, he'll float it into the zone. Slowed down by Parsons, picked up by Mete, ripping around the near side boards. Radish with the shove onto Stevens, but the puck's out to center, and Kuokkanen plays it on in. Merdaka, in the final minute, settles it down for TJ Fergus. Fergus wipes out, but is still able to move it. On for his partner Radish. Ahead for Dylan Strome, trying to seek down right wing side, hands off to DeBrincat, right back for Strome, trying to drag out in front, push to the front of the cage. The Otters couldn't get there. Lifted towards the blue line, and Kuokkanen the other way. He'll launch it on goal. Stopped for Merdaka, that's his first, but McDonald following up, moving in, his shot. Oh, just off the leg of Merdaka, who makes the stop. Max Jones after, but it's Darren Radish behind the goal. On his back, and a hit, but the Otters floated out to center, looking for Maximich. Mete gets there first, 13 seconds ago. Otters D's been out there a while. Darren Radish will skate, though, right wing side with it, 8 seconds in the period. Trying to keep around Crawley. Given down low by Strome. They collide into the end board. Maximovic's time running out. Put in front. Scores! Darren Radich! Oh, that's red! With .2 on the clock. There's a post at the Erie Insurance Arena. We've played 20 minutes. Back and forth. With a spurt of 3 goals in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And the London Knights have a 3-2 lead after 20. You're listening to the Erie Otters on Jet Radio 1400. Welcome back inside the Erie Insurance Arena. 3-2 London after 1. Even strength to start this second frame. For London, Robert Thomas back out there. Missed most of that first period after blocking a shot on his first shift. But he's centering once again with Kuokkanen and Stevens. The Otters control after the draw. I'm Aaron Cooney as we welcome you back to the Erie Insurance Arena. As Pettit swoops in his own right wing side. Wheels in behind the net. Trying to turn and play it out in front. It goes off the stick. And a clear off a stick of Fellows now. Is able to knock it away from Thomas and gets the line. Patrick Fellows bumped by Thomas. Otters slide across, but Thomas able to bounce it out off the stick of Ivan Ladnia, who throws it right back in. Let's move ahead by Thomas and send in. The Otters want to punish him as Sambrook puts him into the boards. Chernak wheels ahead, though, with control. Turns it over to Thomas. Look out, Thomas. Saved by Murdaka. And the Otters send it out towards center. Here's Strome. Slow it down a little bit as he moves and fires it on the near side. Lifted ahead as London was out ahead of the play. That was Jones, but Darren Radich able to close in on the puck. Sends it across, no one home. It's intercepted, and off goes Robert Thomas with numbers. Reaches around, but he's offside. Jones just could not keep the right skate on that blue line. But a huge save from Joe Murdaka. And the first minute of the second period keeps this game a 1-goal game. Murdaka in relief for Timpano, who gave up 3 on 11 shots in that first period. And Murdaka into relief like he did in game number 5 here at this building. But it's Cliff Poo into the Otters zone. Along the near side, hand off Mete. Miletic went down, kind of tripped over the referee down in that corner, but Fergus in control for Erie. Moved on to Darren Radich, who scored with just .9 on the clock to end the period. As Sorelli chases this one down into offensive territory. Puts to the boards as the Otters follow up. Max Switch, a little too much on that pass. And it's floated ahead to center by London. The Otters have only trailed once after 1 period in this postseason, and that was in this series where they came back to win. Here's Foegele, chipped along for Maximovich into his own left wing side, fires it off the end boards and was looking to skip it onto the corner for Sorelli. Hammered up the wall, Fergus keeps it alive, knuckles down low, that goes off of Yolevi. He's able to wheel ahead, reaching for Maximovich, who was sliding out of control there, but it's moved ahead for Cliff Poo into his own right wing side with Miletic. Jones with him also, tried to feed Miletic, throws it in front, and it's elevated off the twig of Murdaka. Jones with the puck now. Waits from the left corner, just fires it. That one high and wide up the near side, kept alive by Vandesample. In a 3-2 hockey game, London ahead here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Do or die, game number 7. Jones leaves it for Miletic. Coming up the wall. Sends it back down low. Otters didn't know McDonald was there. He comes flying in. He's got the puck. They've been trapped with this line out there. It's unit for a little bit to bring it. The only fresh body for Erie. Darren Radich ties the man up behind it. That's Pickenish, but he squeaks out of that now and heads over far side. Radich lost his stick. Pickenish at the blue line. It's Vandesample, right side. Throws it off the end boards, off the side of the net. From behind the goal, trying to center McDonald. Got it in the corner, drops it off to Pickenish. He turns, gives off Carbonera now. Put it in front, good stick with the Otters defend. And ahead for Warrene Foegele. He'll bounce it around one man. Crawley drills it back to center. The Otters still unable to change. Pushed ahead for McDonald. Winds up. Flat shot save. Murdaka played up the near side boards. And Vandesample there. He's going to give ground and move it on to his partner Crawley. Chased by Strome. Given to Carbonera center. The Otters defensive pairing still out here. It's Radich and Fergus. Murdaka leaves it for Darren Radich. A little bit of space on the near side. Lifted ahead for Taylor Radich. Busting down right side. Cuts to the middle now. Drags across. Poke check. And it's loose in the zone. DeBrincat, rolling puck, finds Strome, waits, DeBrincat fires, and was blocked by a sliding Bouchard. Chernak holds in. DeBrincat slow down. He's down on the ice. Sambrook walks in. His wrist shot with traffic in front. It's stopped by Parsons, and he holds on. DeBrincat bleeding, it looks like, on the play. And unhappy as he barks away with Darcy Virtual. One of our officials, our officiating crew, brought to you by Laser Eye Surgery of Erie. That's Sean Reed, Darcy Virtual, linesman Dustin McCrank, and Drew Jackson. 3 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock here in the second. A 3-2 lead for London. Game 7. The winner of this will take on the Owenstown Attack in the Western Conference Final. All the action in the OHL. Eastern Conference has been set for a few days. Here's Pettit. Gives down low. Bouchard there. Fired up the near side boards. Over the stick of Jordan Sambrook, and this will be an icing call. There's Chernak back there, and we'll touch up. And the draw remains in London territory to the right of Parsons. The Otters have been very good on face-off throughout this series. As Pettit tied up with Thomas, the false draw. We'll do it one more time. As Drew Jackson directs, and now he can drop. Pettit won it off his own leg. Lodnia gives to the blue line at Sambrook. Waits, finds Fellows on the left side. Going to put it in front, just off the stick of Lodnia. And Stevens sends this one out to center. Kuokkanen hits Chernak, where the puck is at center ice. And a hand pass called after it was played by Chernak, then followed up by the Otters Lodnia. And they halted action with 16:09 to go in the second. 3-2 game. Here at the Erie Insurance Arena, the Otters trying to get the monkey off the back here in Game 7. 0-3. In franchise history in Game 7. As we're back to action, it's Formanton right wing side, shuffled it across, goes right in front of the Otters goaltender, Liam Cooney. Tripped along the side. Lazat trying to knife it ahead. Followed up by Podubny. He overskates, lost the puck, but he's able to recover and knife this one back towards center. On for Byrne. Hedrick on ahead. Gurney trying to tip it on for Podubny. Gets to the blue line. That's about it. Delaturo now. On for Footy. And the pass just behind him. Garrett Podubny loses the handle. Here's Formanton. Turns back for one-timer. Sails just wide by Footy. Oh, the Otters in their own end have not been that great to start tonight. Hedrick bodies Footy. Knocked down as Hedrick trying to move the puck into that far side corner. Tied up by Liam Footy, the rookie. Now Formanton. He's dumped by Byrne. Tie up still back in the Otters zone. Moves up the wall, not out. Crawley able to control and slide it off for Bouchard. Nicely along the blue line. Angles it off the end boards. Formanton back behind the net. Byrne takes there. Guided up the wall. Lazat has a little bit of room to skate. Sends it across for Garrett Podubny. That's off the mark and coming right back in. It's Formanton. He's tied up, knocked down by Podubny. Owen Hedrick is there. Here he's got to start connecting on passes. Room for Mitch Byrne to skate the center, and he'll make sure this one gets in from center red. Just on Anthony Cirelli. Wholesale change coming up for the Otters as Cirelli bounces it down low. Going to move to Lazat. Through out in front. That's off the stick of Parsons. Moved away by Cliff Fu. Glove to stick, and now skates to center. Looks around Darren Radish. He's the first man to it, 63 in white. But to the boards on the bouncing puck near side. Foegele crashes in also. Here with 5 minutes over, a little over off the clock here in the second period. They'll try to move that puck loose. It's Miletich comes out of the pile-up. Radish continues to hold Fu along the boards. Miletich battling away. It's played ahead. And the Otters speared away, and Foegele is skate to center. Foegele has numbers with him. Waits now, throw it in front, and it's sticked away by Parsons. Was looking for Max Simovic coming in. Here's Miletich. His back down low. Mete. Chased by Cirelli. Angle up near side. Reeled in by Miletich and given right back. Mete with speed. Wrist shot. Let's say the rebound is loose near side. And they tie it up back behind the goal. Fed onto the corner by Pooh. Followed up by the Radish brothers as Darren had it knocked away. Pooh, and now Miletich trying to move it in front. They had Mete creeping in, but it's TJ Fergus. On for Max Simic, and now Taylor Radish. Chip and chase. He'll find it back behind the goal. Erie changing behind the play. Strome on with DeBrincat. They give to DeBrincat on the right wing side. Has some room in front for Strome. Reaching for it. And it's covered by Parsons on the centering pass. 13:33 to go in the second. Game number 7 in a one-goal game. All scoring coming in that first. There's Parsons. Top 19 of 21 so far. Otters outshot the Knights 18-12 in that first period. They started off getting the first goal, but it's been slow since then for Erie. Sandbrook gives off to Chernak. Throw it towards the front. Walk down. Taylor Radish has it. Coming out towards the circle. Twirls back down low. Watched by Olevi. Bounces to himself. Radish. Nice poke check, but Radish comes out near side. Trades places with Sandbrook. Has some room. Here's Radish. Moving in. Waits. Gives it off for Strome, and it rolls away from him. I don't think he was expecting that pass. Given on Chernak. Over skates. And here's Stevens with a try. He'll just shovel it ahead. Right through the legs of Dylan Strome. Murdaka out to play. Just moves it onto the far board. Strome over skates again. Man coming in. Stevens looking for him. It's just behind him. And the Otters loose puck to center. They watch Vanaselfel grab it. He throws it in off the stick of DeBrincat. And it's wheeled ahead by Eric Chernak. 14 in goal. Launch it on into the near corner. Bounces back towards the front. Oh, it's moved away by Parsons calmly. Up the boards one more time. Turning there with some time was Pickenish. And Carbonero sends it into the Otters zone. McDonald after it. But it's moved here, and the stick knocked out of the hands of Joe Murdaka. The Trans, they want to call. They will get one. It's going to be a flashing call coming up to McDonald. Fellows can lead the march ahead. Looking for Lodney. Now headed left wing side. Fellows in front. Looking for him. He was tied up. Otters pull up. Taylor Radish's try. Stick broke. And it bounces on near side to be touched up by Vanaselfel. And the call is coming. Flashing call to McDonald. Second power play for Erie. And the second unit will begin for the Otters. With 12:14 to go in the second, one-goal game. Set it the face-off. This second unit spent the entire 2 minutes of the Otters' only power play in game number 6. As they move it on, Maximich Hedrick doesn't want to shoot. It's Maximich. They spent the entire time in the offensive zone. Maximich, his try, glove saved by Parsons. And a lot of good chances. The second unit gives the top line a bit of a breather, and now they're going to step out with 11 seconds off the McDonald minor. In a one-goal game. Throw on the draw. Want it onto the wall. Darren Radish, who has the goal to give the Otters, bring them within one. Has it wrist shot through some traffic. Fought off. Then drilled ahead by Jones. Murdaka stops it. And we'll find Darren Radish as the Otters look to march ahead. 25 seconds off their power play clock. DeBrincat moving right wing. It's the break now. Cirelli moves in front. They give off to Darren Radish, the blue line. Moves on near side, skating with it. And angles it down low. Cirelli. Poked away from him by Mete. Strome has it in the corner. Gives out to Taylor Radish now. Loose the circle. Sets up Darren Radish with a one-timer. Stick broken. Otters after it. Knock it out of midair. Taylor Radish played by high stick. And here he touches it. And there's the whistle. But the setup for Darren Radish. And the twig just fails him. This one's coming deep the other way because of the high stick on the puck. 11:24 to go, nearly midway through game number 7. It's London by 1. Radish lines up wide right. Strome will take the draw. Looking to win on the backhand. He does deliver behind the goal. It's Darren Radish. Ahead for Alex DeBrincat as he will skate towards center. Cross the red stripe. And gives to Taylor Radish. Quickly snap back. Strome peels it off the board. Feeds DeBrincat. Looking up high, it's Darren Radish. Traffic heads to the front. Radish down low. Oh, good read from Mete as the Otters knock it down behind the net. Strome hits off to Cirelli, and right back to Strome at the right wing side. Down low, Cirelli. Wanted to drive, does not. They are going to hold it with Dylan Strome as he walks in. A wrist shot blocked out of play by Crowley. 41 seconds with the power play. Strome has been involved here in a few opportunities. Just has not been able to connect on much. Strome on the draw. Bounce back to Brinkett. Gives to Strome along the half wall. Hands right back to Brinkett. At the right point, now Strome at the circle. Gives down low, it's Cirelli. Going to come out near side. Backs up. Heads over. Looks at the Strome. Brinkett wants to shoot. They don't have it. His Strome fires. Stop Parsons. The rebound. Covered. As he bounces on top of it and smothers with the left paw. And another draw upcoming. Strome and Brinkett exchange. The game plan. As Strome looks to win another face-off on his power play. He's won 4 of 5 tonight. Steps in against Robert Thomas. Strome trying to win on the backhand. Tied up with Thomas. It squirts loose, and Darren Radish has it at the blue line. Nudged for DeBrincat. And the right-hander looking, trying to bounce it on front, and it's off a leg with Crawley. After it is Alex DeBrincat, comes to Darren Radish. Trying to feed it down low. We picked up by Cirelli, who's time seeking down on the man advantage. Cirelli to Brinkett. Now Darren Radish center point. Waits. They get to Strome. Doesn't shoot. Holds now. Backs up. Down low. Cirelli. Power move towards the front. And it's defended by Ulevi. Who's behind the net. Jammed up the boards and out. McDonald's going to try and chase this one down. And a foot race to the Otters corner. There's Darren Radish as he's tied up. Freshman on for London. Heading to the front of the net was Kuokkanen. They find Stevens instead. Otters defend, but Stevens gets the shot away. And it kicks off the corner. And will roll to center. Blasted back in. Trying to slow it down was Murdakin. Odd bounce off the corner now. And it's picked up by Warrene Foegele. Makes a move around Kuokkanen. Carolina prospect there. Foegele headed steam now. Back down McDonald. Trips on his own feet as Maximich follows up onto the corner. Maximich trying to spin away and Mesa has some room. Maximich bounces it across for Lodnia. And it's no one home. He was tied up by Stevens. It's Mete. Ahead for McDonald. Glove. And now towards the stick. Lodnia bounces it back down towards his own corner. Stepping in front of Kuokkanen. Leaves it for Owen Hedrick. And the Otters snap it up the near side. Maximich off of his stick. Glove down by Mete. Deflected around. Here's Carbonera coming in. Lets one go. Stopped by Murdaka. And he holds on. With 9:14 to play in the second. 3-2 London from the Erie Insurance Arena. One-goal game from Erie. And it's game number 7. To play in the second period. Carbonera against Pettit. Pettit wins this one to the corner. Hedrick bounces it along for Fergus. Erie ahead for Ivan Lodnia. Looking to snap it out to center ice. Following up, Pickenich will knock that pass away. And it comes back for Milicic, who finds Crawley. Shuffled for Bouchard, skating on the near side. Right back for Crawley. Skating ahead, left wing side. Center red. Will rim it around. Along the near boards, Fellows. East side up. Carbonera gives it back in down deep. Fergus the change. Pickenich gets there first. Left it in the corner. Followed up by Kyle Pettit, who sweeps it up along the near side on the reverse. And Carbonera tying up Fellows in the corner. Cup powers his way out of that. Muscled down to the ice by Owen Hedrick. Fellows follows up. And they give to Ivan Lodnia on the right side. Chip and chase. Got to duck around Crawley. Puck's down deep. Crawley steps in for a nice body position. Wasn't fooled by the moves from Ivan Lodnia as they get it back to Erie ice. TJ Fergus is there. Lifts it up the near side. Bouchard takes. Drill it from center. Off the end glass. There's Jordan Sambrook for the Otters in goal. 8-10. 3-2 game. The Knights ahead in game number 7. One to decide it all in this semifinal. Fergus almost turned it over. He lost it to Jones. Podubny follows up. Drops it off for Fergus. As he turned around on the near side, they give to Garrett Podubny. Flip ahead, Cirelli out there with Lazat. Lazat behind the goal. Tied up by Bouchard, who follows up. Elevate up that far side board. Chernecky's in. Bounce it off, and it's hit for the high stick by Cirelli. Lazat's going to get there first. Touch it up, and a whistle will sound. The high stick on the puck. With 7:38 to go in the second period. Shots are 26-17, 8-5 in favor of Erie. The Knights ahead on the scoreboard, all scoring coming in that first period. Lodnia opened it up, and then in a span of 2 minutes and 11 seconds, Kuokkanen, Bouchard, Buffou. Strome reunited with Taylor Radish and Alex DeBrincat. This one knocked out of midair. Sambrook able to regather. Chernak at his own line. Back for Sambrook. Looking for some open ice. 4 men strung out along the blue line of the Knights. The Otters forced to jump in. Swept up that far side. Stevens knocks it out midair, and they chase out the center ice. Stevens, right wing side. Moving in to the circles. Good poke check, Sandbrook. Puck is loose on the near side. Kuokkanen turns it back down loose. Looking to get out in front for Thomas. That's knocked away. And Strome blows it down to the zone line, gives it a Brinkett. He'll feed it into the zone. Parsons will stop it. Waits, give near side. There's Mete. An easy out. Kuokkanen lets it drift down towards the Otters line, and now Sandbrook for Erie. To Chernak. Put across to Brinkett, trying to drag through. Good reach. Kuokkanen recovers. A drop piece of the pass, and then fishes the puck out. Kuokkanen, wrist shot, save made. Bounces onto the near side, and the Otters will pick it up. And off in flight to Brinkett, to Strome. Got it back down for Alex DeBrincat. He's pushed the wall by Ulevi. Muffled around, and Strome trying to fish that puck out. He does so. Loose behind the net now. Given out. Here's Hedrick. Waits, fires. Getting across is Parsons to stop Hedrick. Oh, a sprawling save from Parsons once again. Holding that far side post. Draw to Parsons left. Led the league in save percentage at .925. Barely off that mark in the postseason at .923. Radish in a foot race. Carbonero going to beat him back towards his own end. Radish in front of it, lifts the puck, moves it on the near side. Maximovich steps in front of Pikanich. It's loose along the Otters boards. Carbonero digs it out. As he hits Hedrick, they tumble down to the ice. Aaron Radish comes across, moves it on for Maximovich, and the Otters just can't reel it in here. No puck luck, just bounce it off the sticks as Maximovich finally able to get it in, and will chase. He's hit hard by Crawley. Cirelli in to help out. And he takes his way out, hands off to Aaron Radish, waits. And now Warrene Foegele in left wing circle, drags out to the front. His shot blocked by Mattinen, and it sails out of play. Now Mattinen and Foegele tied up after the shot. They will be separated and ushered towards their respective benches. They have not been short of the rough stuff through these 7 games. 3-2 from Erie in game number 7. And the Knights ahead, looking to continue the Memorial Cup champion defense. Drops the right of Parsons, Pettit and company on. Against Cliff Pooh and his unit. Face-off win, here's Sandbrook. Lines doesn't shoot, it's Lodney on the right wing side. Throw it towards the front, that was blocked by Bouchard. Reaching on near side Milicic. Good poke from Sandbrook, kept it alive in the offensive zone, but the Otters had backed out, expecting the defense as Jones is ahead of the play. Calling for it now. Crawley trying to get it that way. He flubbed the pass. Lodney now kind of blew a tire on his way towards his own bench where the puck was at. As bringing it offside is Milicic. And a whistle here. And not shy of the post whistle stuff at all. These two teams went down the stretch looking at Midwest Division title race. These two teams a part of it. Owens down there as well as they sit back now and watch after defeating the 2 Greyhounds in 6 games on Sunday. There's Sandbrook. Whistle up the near side. Foegele. He can carry into the zone across the line. Now Foegele says a shot. Walkered away. The near wall by Parsons. Again, Lodney goes down. Foegele trying to jump through Bouchard, who's tied up, and Vandersdorf has it. Angling up off the glass and out towards center ice. Formanton slows it down and hands off to Flutie. Salaturo. Now Formanton winds up. Big slapper. Saved by Merdaka. The Erie Insurance Arena loud here tonight, and the Erie Events Group proud to be named the host of the 2021 NCAA Women's Frozen Four, with Mercyhurst being the host school. They hosted that tournament, the Women's Frozen Four, back in 2011. So congratulations again here to the Erie Insurance Arena and their crew. We're hosting another big-time event. Stevens, they're going to give it front, bounce down Thomas, had to hop over his skate, and the Otters go to center, Podubny. He'll flip it in and heads off. Parsons wanted to play it, Mete move it up the far boards. Gurney steps in front of him as Taylor Radish looking for it, just on replacing Kudubny. But it's the Knights moving ahead. Kuokkanen turned to the wall by Cirelli, following up Juolevi right back. They move to Thomas. His shot just whistles wide. Back to the goal. Murdaka stops it. Thomas has it. Net comes off, and the whistle will stop action with the crash towards the cage in the 4:29 remaining of this second period. Otters on home ice and trying to use last change as much as they can to their advantage. As Murdaka in to relieve Quintano once again on home ice. As Quintano played a stellar game on Sunday. It's DeBrincat with it. On the left wing side, Erie taking the puck and they'll launch it in after Taylor Radish trying to maneuver around Juolevi. Kicks it to himself, Taylor Radish bowls his way out through the front, gives to Dylan Strome. To DeBrincat on the right side with the cycle. Trying to feed it back to Taylor Radish. Nudges it behind the goal. Radish trying to drag out in front, crashing the net. After it's on the side of the cage, wraparound try. DeBrincat poking, and it's covered by Parsons. Down to the knees and along the near side post. You are not going to beat him down low often at all. Face-off stays inside here. Reach the right of Parsons. Already seen 30 shots. Nearly through 2 periods. Strome against Cliffpool, one to the near side, and Vanisovil moves it on for Crawley. Rifle it ahead. It's off the skate of DeBrincat. Stays inside London territory, so they just pitchfork this one out the center. Kicked away, though. And they move it on to Taylor Radish into the zone again. Looking for DeBrincat. Pass knocked away, but Strome follows up. Back on to Taylor Radish. He's loose. His shot. Oh, sticked away by Parsons. Just got enough of that one. Jones is tied up. It's held into the line. Cernak with a try. Held by Parsons. Another stop for number 1. 3:43 left in this second. London ahead by 1. It's 3-2. It draws to the left of Parsons, who continues to be stellar in this series, despite the Otters heavily out-shooting the Knights throughout this series. London only outshot Erie once. Through the 6 games, 32-19 through 2 right now. 3:43 to play. Draws to the left. Cirelli steps in. One on towards the circle, but Juolevi steps around Foegele. Softly sends it from center, and Fergus looking to track it down. It comes to Murdaka. He'll just slow it. Looked to play it, but in front of him was Kuokkanen, who picked up his 10th of the postseason. Goals in 5 straight for Yanni Kuokkanen now. And he draws within the postseason lead with Spencer Watson and Petrus Palmu. Early the defensive zone draw against Thomas. It's one on the near side. Max Silvich had to help around him, but he's able to reach it out to center. Kuokkanen back for London. Yanni Kuokkanen moves it on near side, lifts it towards the Otters line, gets across as Fergus has got to chase down the rolling puck. Heads on near side. Fergus ahead for Cirelli, who reels it in, slows a bit, now comes in right wing side. But the wrist shot goes, save it, rebound, Max Silvich couldn't find it. It angled off of his body, but the Otters are going to keep in here. Foegele, he tripped up his own man, Cirelli, and it gives out the center, Kuokkanen. On for Thomas. Right back, Stevens right side, wrist shot, grazing the body of Murdaka, and the Otters are going to push ahead. Max Silvich from center. He'll flip it in, and a change upcoming. Moved by Parsons in the final 3 minutes as Bouchard looks ahead. Deflected in by Kuokkanen. And down low, Erie chasing. Figginish crashing there with Sandbrook. Tries to center. It's off the skate. Puck bounces high to the slot as Erie trying to push it ahead. Sandbrook able to lead the march now. Gets around 2 men. Left wing side. Jordan Sandbrook makes his way to the goal. Run in front. Strome sends it just wide. And the net comes off on the try. Parsons, he got bumped over that net after the collision with Sandbrook and his own defender. And that came reached in on him. Sandbrook centering in front for Dylan Strome. Face-off will be neutral ice. 2:32 to play in the second period. Carbonera in a discussion here. Strom in also. And they're sending them both to their benches here. Face off here, neutral ice. LeFou takes this face off for London. Pettit in for Erie. Pettit 7 of 10 on draws tonight. Got this one on towards Gurney, but it's Carbonera. Sends it back for his own defense. And the Knights ahead, looking for more. LeFou with his first of this series. Sends it in to his own bench. And his first is the go-ahead tally right now in this 3-2 game with 2:22 remaining in the second. From the Erie Insurance Arena in game number 7 is Western Conference semifinal for the right to play the Owen Sound Attack and a chance to play for the Wayne Gretzky Trophy. Chris Knobloch going back to the Strom unit. It'll be against McDonald. The face-off here at center ice. Taylor Radish and Alex DeBrincat blank here so far. Strom has an assist on the Radish goal. But London controls Bouchard. Tossed in, blockered on towards the far board of Erie territory. As Sandbrook ties up McDonald. Down goes McDonald, 11 in white. Buried by Jordan Sandbrook. Puck nearly popped out ahead. But Chernak able to slide across ice for Alex DeBrincat. DeBrincat trying to charge through. Ducks around one man. Poked on. Here's Strom. Wait! Fires ran out of room. The net barely knocked off. Given in front. And the whistle sounds. But Dylan Strom just waited until there was no room. Thought he wanted to pass it. Taylor Radish is trying to get there. But Strom carried just too far down and just ran out of real estate. They're going to have to come and maintain this ice. Bring the drill out here to the mooring. But a breather here for both teams. So a minute 55 to go in the second period. A one-goal game. It's 3-2 London. But you won't get many more chances like that. Dylan Strom getting ahead of the Otters, or rather the London D. After a bouncing play, it was DeBrincat trying to duck through. And had it knocked away and just pinballed on for Dylan Strom. Just ran out of room as he came down the left wing side. Well, I just don't think he was able to make up his mind on the play. As we get the net back on, and we can get back to action with the draw coming to the right of Tyler Parsons, who has made 32 stops through 38 minutes. Crowd coming alive here. Sorelli, Maximowicz, and Foegele reunited. Face off one, Stevens. Moves it on the far side. Aaron Radish pinches in. He gives it down low. Foegele trying to drag in front. Stevens towards the goal. And it was tied up by a sliding Victor Mete. Lifted ahead. They're trying to find Stevens. Gets it to himself. Reaching in. Centers. Back is Maximowicz. Slows down and bounces this one ahead to center ice. Sorelli leading the march with Radish to his right. Picks it up. Radish fires. Saved by Parsons. Up and down, and there was Mitchell Stevens, left wing side, who decided to pass across, but Maximowicz able to hustle back after Darren Radish pinched in and defend that pass, and led to the opportunity the other way. The Otters has got to come down, get some rebound action on Parsons, and put it right into the crest and cross that nice logo. Makes the stop as this one bounced to the line. Eric Chernak wants to wheel ahead, trying to step around Max Jones. Puts it in behind the goal. Pettit looking to move on near side. Pettit swoops out in front, turns and fires. Save and rebound. Oh, glove save. Parsons stops Fellows on the knuckler towards the net. Save number 35 for Parsons, and it's a beauty. Down to the split, up with the left paw, and right in to the mitt. 78 seconds left in the second period. Otters keep chipping away here at Parsons. Another over 18 shots on goal. They get 19. Mete drills around the boards. It kicks off a stanchion towards the front. All nice there as Juolevi on ahead. Hedrick reaching in on Kuokkanen, who stops along the near side boards. Down goes. There's a lot of guys just going down. This is weird. As Kuokkanen gets out ahead. Juolevi waits, angles it down low. Stevens backing up now. Throws behind the net. Reaching with Strome, trying to stay with him. Goes on far side. Chernak's going to put him towards the wall. Bounce around again, and it's Thomas following up along the near side circle. Thomas goes down low. Body position for Stevens. He's knocked down by Chernak. Reaching. It's a Brinket. Sends it on for Strome. 40 seconds to go. Lifted ahead for Taylor Radish. He'll pick it up out of the corner. Going to duck around Juolevi now. Gives off Strome. Waits. Fires. Save made. Off the shoulder of Parsons and lifted to center by Kuokkanen. 30 seconds in the period. Lifted. Cross ice. It's Ladnia towards the goal. Walkered onto the near boards. Pettit trying to knock it down. Chips it behind the net. Ladnia reaching. Picks it up 20 seconds to go. Ivan Ladnia with a backhander. That one off a stick of Jones. And Cliff Pooh is there. Trying to step around Fellows. Push it ahead, and Jones up towards the Erie line. Fergus with 8 seconds left. Now has it. Launched ahead for Pettit. Off his stick and in. No icing. 3 seconds. Pettit looking to fire it out in front. Off a glove. Fellows trying to get it towards the goal. But it's bounced to the wall as time expires. 3-2 London. After 40 minutes, we'll step for a break. Listening to the Erie Otters on Jet Radio 1400. Minutes on the clock. Game 7. 3-2 London. Heading to the final period of regulation. Western Conference semifinals. One team is advancing to play the Owen Sound Attack in the Western Conference final. This round far side Fellows. Little bump on for Kyle Pettit. Looping ahead. He'll dump this one in and will change. The Otters out shooting London 39-21, including 21 shots on goal in that second period. Bouncing puck is Jones. Bumped by Chernak. Murdaka will slow it down for Ivan Ladny to pick up. He just leaves it for Sandbrook, and on back, it's Chernak. Looking out left. DeBrinket slows it down a bit. Launch it ahead for Strome. Off his back end and into the zone. Juolevi is going to get there first. He'll kick it up the far side. Picked up by Taylor Radish. Bouncing puck, though, off a leg and knocked out to center. Otters 0 for 1 when trailing after a second period in this postseason. During the regular season, 9-9. Up ahead, it's Aaron Radish. He knocks one down. Dylan Strome wipes out behind the play, and a fan on the pass by DeBrinket. It allows Miletic to send the puck in. Erie ahead for Darren Radish. Trying to put it on a little bump for Strome still out here with Taylor Radish, but Fignish takes it away. It's left in by McDonald on the right wing side. Crashing is Carbonera. Losing his stick with one of the Otters defenders. That's Fergus. Held by Crawley. His try. It's off the stick of Taylor Radish and just wide McDonald. Gives down low. Maximovich. And with a bump and had the puck for a second. Taken right back by Carbonera. But he runs into Anthony Cirelli. He looks ahead. He just leaves it out to center as a man knocked down by Taylor Radish. Trying to come back in on the right wing side. And he tossed it in. Pickenish. Swept up the near side by Darren Radish, but Crawley holds in from the point. Angles it back down low. Pickenish is going to get there first. Back down low, Hedrick puts a bump onto McDonald to try to change behind the play, London. And still behind the Otters net. Darren Radish trying to flip it ahead. McDonald takes it over. As he waits the freshman on, it's Foodie chasing on near side. Here he had finished the forward change, but Foodie has the puck as he shoves by Hedrick down to the ice. Anthony Cirelli takes over. Here he trapped in the zone end here for this shift. As Hedrick, you can see London clogging up here, that neutral zone. As Foegele over skates, got it right back at center end. Ducks on the right wing side. Warrene Foegele skates the stick. Wrist shot. That one sails just wide. Kicks off the dasher and hooked ahead by Salaturo. Gurney just on. He's turned around at the near wall by Formanton. And 80 in white is in the Otter zone. Hedrick right back for Mitch Byrne, but it's going to come up the wall as Foegele able to chip it ahead to center. And it's Gurney. Launch on for the near side wall, and Pettit going to work in the corner. Hits the break, spins away from traffic. Pettit gives down low to Christian Gurney. He turns the ball, trying to poke it out to the front. Glove down here by Mattinen, but still loose behind the net. It's Formanton tying up. Chernak's going to pinch in near side and pick it up out of the corner. Chernak going to drag to the front with a backhand try. Oh, it's Gurney towards the goal, but Parsons says no. And Mattinen's going to bury Pettit down to the ice. Lodnia tied up as well. And Erie hits shot number 40. The play in front from Christian Gurney. Offensive zone draw coming. Here for the Otters. They had all goal scoring coming in the first. To recap, Erie was out to a 1-0 lead on an Ivan Lodnia goal at 8:41. But then London, in a span of 2 minutes and 11 seconds, all three of their goals, Kuokkanen, Bouchard, and Cliff Poos, first of the series. That's the go-ahead marker as the Otters got one back from Darren Radish with just .9 on the clock. Erie in the zone, though. Taylor Radish to Brinkett. On for Strome. Pass intercepted by Thomas. The middle of the ice taken away by the centerman and sent ahead to Erie territory. Chernak reaching into Stevens. Tampa Bay there. Got a lot of that. Now it's Kuokkanen taking over as the Otters lose the puck. Pushed ahead to the line off the skate of Taylor Radish, and Yolevi keeps it. Headed all the way back around the horn. Held by Mete. Oh, just skips over a stick for a second. It's Strome trying to bust down ahead. Kicks it forward, but the Otters are going to tag up now. And they bring it in Strome. Flipped ahead, but Yolevi there. Here got caught up along that blue line, and Yolevi. They're going to whistle this one onto the far side glass. Kuokkanen just elevated out towards center. Erie drilled it onto the near boards, but Thomas first one there. Stands in. Almost 4 minutes off the clock here in the third. And a one-goal game. Darren Radish changes ahead. Looks to give it that way. It's Cam Lazat. Backhander. Doesn't get deep as Crowley pushes ahead for Miletich. Jones down left wing side. Trying to break away from Fergus. He does. Comes to the goal now. Runs into Murdaka. The puck loose to the near side. And the Otters, now they got bailed out there as Miletich looking for his first of the postseason. Just had to roll off his stick as he cut in front. Here's Darren Radish. Man on his back. Rolls away from Cliff Poo and gives to his partner, Fergus. As the Otters look to move the puck ahead. Got Garrett Podubny on a pass. He's got some room now. Left wing side wrist shot. Walking away by Tyler Parsons. As down to the ice goes Garrett Podubny. His stick came up and caught Bouchard, but it's Max Jones charging the other way. Hits the breaks the circle. Wrist shot. Sails wide on the blocker side. Changes for Erie. London doing some of the same. As Jones heads off, replacing him Pickenish. Yolevi. And a one-goal game. Poked by Anthony Cirelli. And the puck is fed in by Carbonera. The Otters played up the far side boards. Carbonera taken down by Maximovich, but it's London with the puck. Vanisopel throw it towards the front, off the end glass. As that shot went wide, as the Otters looking ahead for Cirelli. He's going to pick it up here. He's got Maximovich to the goal. Cirelli fires and scores! This is wild! Anthony Cirelli, the gamer. It's 3-3. Arena explodes. Anthony Cirelli, the hero for the Oshawa Generals in 2015, ties this game at 3. Of time left. No rest for the Wicked. As the Otters, Stanbrook has chair pulled out from underneath him as the Otters trying to push it back towards center. Pettit and Stevens, but they're offside. London coming to the zone. 5.5 to play. Anthony Cirelli ties the game at 3. Shot number 42 for the Otters. For the postseason for Cirelli. As it's TJ Fergus from his own line. Skates ahead. The Otters deadline acquisition, Anthony Sorelli. Aaron Radish. Poke check for brought in Thomas. Lets one go. That's kicked away by Vernac after the deflection. Taylor Radish going to wheel ahead. Radish moving up, trying to pass on, drags through some traffic, but Erie is offside on that play. Is all it took. One break for the Otters. Foegele finds Sorelli. And we are tied from the Erie Insurance Arena. Back out there is 22. Played up the wall, Stanbrook trying to get back to Sorelli. Step back towards the red line. And it's gathered by Milotic. Poke check reaching with Chernak. Bump towards the Otters blue line. Sorelli after it. So is Warrene Foegele. But it's Milotic turning away from traffic and bringing it in. Offside, however. Ahead of the play was Jones on the right. With 13:50 to play here in the third. This crowd is, they got the cowbells out. They will not stop the rest of the way. Believe that. Icing call upcoming. Back down to Erie territory. All of 6 seconds off the clock after that face-off win for neutralized by the Otters. The Otters are 8-2, and they have a chance to clinch a series under Chris Knobloch. If the Otters turn the puck over back behind the goal, but a penalty coming, and we're going to get two, Max Jones and Stanbrook. We get a tripping call, and a diving call. We've seen a lot of that throughout this series. Coincidental minors, 4-on-4 for the first time here today. And under Chris Knobloch as well, the Otters are 5-0 on home ice and a chance to close out a series. This is game number 7. London has won 4 straight elimination games to continue their defense of a Memorial Cup championship. Otters take this draw. Darren Radish trying to lurch ahead. He does, left wing side. Trying to bust in. It's Sorelli now. Or rather, Radish trying to come across. Fogel's going to line up and slap one. That one hits the crossbar and deflects out of play. Oh, and he rifled that one towards the goal, Warrene Foegele. Well, unorthodox play. Darren Radish leading the march, and Foegele just steps into it. Woo! Just high. Draw to the right of Parsons. Here's 4-on-4. As Foegele turning away from Victor Mete. Foegele trying to stay with him, and Mete's going to bust up that right side and drop it off to Thomas. Moves on for Yolevi. Thrown into the Otters zone now. Verdaka out to stop it. Verdaka replacing Timpano in the first. As Berg holds behind the Erie net. 30 seconds off the 4-on-4 time. Here's Anthony Sorelli. He's got one already. Sorelli trying to deke on through. Trying to reach for the puck as he comes in. And it's just out of his reach. On to the near side now. There goes Mete for Cliff Pooh. Stevens on his right. They drop that way. Stevens with room down for Pooh. Trying to wrap it around now. Across is Verdaka. He makes the stop. And Foegele with the try out ahead. Berg is knocked down behind the play, but they want to come right back in. Strom will take over now. Watched by Cliff Pooh. And the Otters will move back to the defense. 50 seconds remaining. 4-on-4 to Brinkett. He's going to charge ahead. Right wing side, Alex DeBrincat. Bust on through, but it's poke check by Crawley. Ducks around that check now. Heads to the back of the net. DeBrincat trying to push it out the front. Here's Strome jamming. Oh, it just goes wide. Strome now defended by Vanderstumple. In front, DeBrincat fires just wide and maybe getting a piece of Parsons with the glove. Pushed ahead for Stevens. He'll cut across the ice and doubles back now. Has a little bit left in the tank. Poke check by the Otters. Chernak just on Milotic. And the Otters steal from him. Chernak with Milotic on his back. They take it away. And behind the goal. Roughed up by Hedrick. Chernak pushed ahead for Dylan Strome. And the Otters trying to break out. Here's Hedrick. Comes wide right. Changing behind the play is Erie with 8 seconds left. 4-on-4. Throw it towards the net. Mete leaves it for Yolevi. We'll have 2 out of the box in 1 second. Even strength. 5-on-5. Milotic ahead. He's got numbers as out of the box is Max Jones for Pickenish. Ulevi now. Right back for Pickenish. He's knocked out of the play. The Otters holding out of the corner. Leave it up that far side. Maximovich for Taylor Radish trying to break down Crowley. Radish cuts across now. The late man, Fergus. Fergus can't handle the puck. And he's knocked out of the play. Tied up by Jones. Able to recover and flip it down low. Maximovich will find it on near side. Out to the point. Fergus back to Maximovich. Off his stick. The Otters focus down low. Taylor Radish. Here with Kyle Pettit trying to power his way out. His backhander just wide. Fergus at the blue line. Just wants to hold in. Maximovich tips it on for Taylor Radish. Trying to power away from Crawley now. Busts out towards the middle. Hands to Maximovich. Fires! And it was blocked by Pickenish. Following up. Erie dish in front. Crawley intercepts. And Jones sends this one down to Erie ice. We're tied at 3 from the Erie Insurance Arena. Third period. 10:35 to play. Sambrook. Rifle it in. Skips on the far side boards. Reaching is Garrett Podubny. Poke check loose. Lodnia after it. It was nearly kept alive. But able to knock it out the center was London and Byrne. Looks for Garrett Podubny. Deflect off the back end. The push right back forward here by London. Carbonera. Watched by the Otters and Sambrook pokes it. Loose at the Otters line. Carbonera coming in on down left wing side. Watched by Podubny. Byrne to help out. They shuffled ahead. Podubny up off the window. Tossed in further by Lodnia. Lodnia started the scoring here tonight. Parsons is to play it. And he'll find Carbonera on the right wing side. Stretched ahead. Trying to find Formanton to be knocked down by Jordan Sambrook, who gives to Lodnia. And moves back. Gives ground now. Pushes it ahead for Byrne. Just chip it out to center. Erie trying to finish a change behind the play. London doing the same. Under midway through the third period. Tied at 3. Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinal. Fergus. Stick handling. Gives to Foegele. Looking for Anthony Cirelli, but he kind of lost the handle here at center ice. It's Kuokkanen. Hit by Darren Radish. And down to the ice he goes. Much too light, and the Otters going to break forward. Foegele with a drop. Radish couldn't follow up. And they collide out of center with Stevens. They push ahead for Robert Thomas. Has Kuokkanen with them. And Chernak able to keep that puck along the boards. Bounces out the line. Stevens has a wrist shot. Oh, it just sails. Maybe deflected by Kuokkanen. And off the back glass. And Warrene Foegele looking for Maximovich out ahead to center ice. Kyle Maximovich hits the break now. Feeds Cirelli. He's tied up by Ole Ulevi. Turned around now. Cirelli after it, but it's moved ahead here by London and tripping down to the ice. That was Kuokkanen, still down along the ice. Able to flip it ahead, though. Here's Thomas with the try. He scores, but it's played by a high stick. Whistle sounds immediately. Face-off going outside. .46 to play. Robert Thomas thought he had the go-away marker. Played with a high stick. They get a stoppage. With 8:46 to go in the third, we are tied at 3. Otters fans, meet our neighbors at the new Arena Bar and Grill located at 723 Front Street. Your official before and after game meeting place. That's the Arena Bar and Grill. Proud sponsor of the Erie Otters and just a saucer pass away from the Erie Insurance Arena. Oh, we're so close to having that go-ahead tally. Robert Thomas thought he had it. It was bounced ahead off the stick, juggled by Chernak, knocked out of midair by Thomas. Whistled illegally. We remain tied at 3. Burdaka stops this one behind the net. Gives to Chernak. Chased by Jones, but Erie moves up the near side. Here's Ivan Lodnia. Trying to find Fellows, who picks it up on the left side. Going to duck around and try to make his move towards the net. Took a stick up high. The Otters come back out to the far side. Along the corner, he's tied up by Cliffpool. Fellows still in control. Reaching in, Vanasoffel. Pettit ties it up. Lodnia drifting. Here's Fellows trying to come out in front. Stopped by the paddle of the goaltender. The Erie Otters trying to tuck it out in front. Pettit whacking away. A backhander. Bounces around. And loose to the far side. Erie picks it up. On for Lodnia on the near side. Back for Pettit. Great shift from the third line. Here's Chernak following up. Wheels in, sharp angle, off the goaltender, and Parsons has it settle in front of him and covers up with 8:01 to play. Oh, the Otters' third line. Great shift to get in low, starting with Patrick Fellows. Get it deep, and lock it towards the front. Still tied at 3. .801. A tie game. Game 7. This one iced by London. Trying to pick out Spiganish. 2 Otters defenders back. And it's coming back to Erie territory. Correction for the crowd. And the cowbell. Here they come. Rome. And DeBrincat the unit. As 12 in goal, takes it along the near side. Going to get away from Mete. Comes to Darren Radish. Swirls out. Turns and fires through the front of the net. Is off the stick of Taylor Radish. Deflected wide. And played up off of Carbonero. Bounced around. TJ Fergus nicely hand-eyed that one down. But it's knocked to center by Pickenish on the follow-up. Fergus. Under 8 to go in Game 7. We're tied at 3. Alex DeBrincat. As he waits, launch it on near side for Taylor Radish. An area pass. Throw it towards net. 6 by Parsons, and an offensive zone draw coming after that cover. 45th stop. The Otters will change units as well. Sorelli, the game-tying goal. Warrene Foegele with his ace as he wins the draw back. Chernak waits and lifts this one wide. Off the inboard. Kuokkanen holding. Skies this one back to Erie ice, and this will be on goal, no icing. Chernak picks it up there, chased by Thomas. Angled up the near boards for Warrene Foegele. Bouncing on him, but he's able to get it back off the wall. A little nice nifty dish to himself, and he's going to charge ahead. Warrene Foegele busting with a backhand try. Moved away by the paddle of Parsons, and here they come to center. Launched into the near side corner. This could be an icing call. And it's washed out. Chopped at and left to the corner. Thomas with Foegele in the neighborhood. So is Sorelli. And 22 in goal. Little area behind his net. He looks ahead. He's got some room to skate. He'll bring it out the center. Cut across now. Anthony Sorelli into the zone. Gonna stick handle. Play it towards the net. Stopped by Parsons. And covered once again. Crowd of 5,223 in this Game 7 for the Erie Insurance Arena. And it sounds like it's been doubled. That's the noise factor. Another offensive zone draw upcoming. Throw. Bounces towards the middle of the ice, looking around. It's off the skate of Vandalsov when he's able to move ahead to Milicic. Put it off the body of Hedrick, and this one will roll down an icing call as Max Jones sends Aaron Radish down to the ice after the whistle. Erie will bring it back down the other way on the icing call. This time on the opposite side, it'll be to the right of Parsons. London 8-7-1 all-time in Game 7. One overtime loss. Face-off switch of units for Erie. Kyle Pettit and his trio on. That third line had a great shift earlier. Shortly after the TV timeout, it bounced to the middle of the circle. Pushed ahead, though, and now Max Jones reaching his Hedrick. As they collide, loose puck down towards the corner. Ladnia just prods it along behind his own goal. Fellows will find it. Watched by Jones. Nice pass out for Ivan Ladnia towards center. Ladnia curl it down for Pettit into the corner. The big guys go to work. It's Pettit tied up by Ulevi. Towards Russo. Here's the Ladnia. Fellows out in front. Ladnia, man, screams all over his back, so drops it off to the corner. Ulevi, the first one there, and he'll sky this one back to center. Knocked out of midair by Fergus. Otters, they want to change also. London doing the same. So Fergus curls back towards his own circle. Given to Owen Hedrick. In Game 7, we're tied at 3. Ahead, that catches off the bench of London. And it's picked up one more time after the misfire by Hedrick. This time he'll find Taylor Radish up the gut. Going to hand off to DeBrincat. Looking to fire. It's off a stick. Out of play. And another face-off in London territory. Erie, 50 shots on goal now. 11 here in this period. They continue to pour it on. Strome will take the draw for Erie on the left wing. He's won 11 of 16 tonight. That is won by Stevens. Put behind the goal by Mete, and Yolevi follows up, lifted towards center, kicks down off a stick, and Strome following up, gives the Chernak a little tie up there between a couple Otters, but the Otters do ground. Chernak up off his skate of Taylor Radish and Strome. He'll send this one into the zone. Parsons waves through Yolevi. He finds it on the near side. Chernak pinching in. It gets through him. Down ice. There's no icing on this one. Off of the body of Chernak. Shamrock to collect behind his goal. Into the final 5 minutes of game number 7 of this Western Conference semifinal. Erie Otters and London Knights. What else would you expect here? Foegele moving the puck ahead. 4 Knights back. Foegele collects it down to the wall. Holds in the corner now. Trades places with Kyle Maximovich. As they look for an option, Foegele has to throw it down low. Maximovich will pick it up off the wall. Come out with a wrist shot. Sticks away to the corner by Parsons. Jones over there first. Sends this one high and out to center, off the glass. Glove down by Fergus. Settles down the rolling puck now. 4.5 to go. Maximovich. Back for Fergus. Right side, it's Darren Radish. Softly ahead. Wants to find Sorelli. Erie offside. Missing on that tip in. And a whistle. Draw from center. London finally waking up at least one of their offensive forwards. Cliff Poe with his first of the series. He also assisted on the Kuokkanen goal. I got London on the board in that first period. There's Yolevi. Then on right side, Poe just the 6th goal scorer for the Knights in this series. No icing. The Otters allow Pickenish to head and pick up that puck at the far corner of Erie territory. Knocked away defensively by Darren Radish. The Otters find Pettit out towards center. Wadney now. Sends it back for Fergus. Stands on that pass ahead. And it's sent back into the Otters zone by Carbonera. Fergus. You can just tell Knights sitting back a bit. Only 2 shots on goal in this period. Waiting for the Otters to make a mistake and try to cash in. DeBrincat around a man. Lost his glove. Brings it in anyways. Here's Alex DeBrincat with one glove. Wrist shot, and it's stopped by Parsons. The rebound, it's still loose. And rolled through Parsons, and DeBrincat couldn't finish it up. Otters crash late, but recovering was Tyler Parsons. Another draw in his end. 3s on the board, all across. 3:33 to play in regulation. Strome's going to take the draw for Erie. Against Mitchell Stevens, former teammates. 2 years with Canada at the World Juniors. They win the draw to bring him. Quick shot, he scores! Pepper needs no short. Otters ahead 4-3. Alex DeBrincat, 65 on the year. Pull this one back. Let loose, my friend. Bullseye. 4-3 Erie. 3:31 to play. Red Pilsen trophy favorite, Alex DeBrincat, crowd to its feet. 3:31 to play here in the third. 4-3 Erie. Will Levy on goal. Murdaka holds it. Takes direction from Sambro. face-off. Now hold on. This may come outside. Pointing is Dustin McGregor. And it will be outside. Back to center ice we go. It took 53 shots on goal. But the Otters have put 4 past Tyler Parsons. Mette controlling for London, the Memorial Cup champion. They've been on the brink before. Slowed down by Murdaka, and is Thomas. He's hit by Sambro. Swept out of the far side corner. Played up, here's Kuokkanen. He's got a bunch in this series, and has one already tonight. Sambro up to the wall. It's Stevens holding in. Juolevi on the near side. Chasing his Foegele. They get down low, deflected off the stick, and bounces to the far wall. Maximovic after Stevens. Bounced down low, and there's 3 to go. Moved onto the far side boards. And Maximovic can get it to center. Juolevi wants to bring it right back in. He'll toss it that way. Fresh pairing on for Erie. Darren Radish gives it ahead. Poked here by Strome. On for Warrene Foegele, but high stick on the puck is called. The Otters moving it illegally. Back to the left of Joseph Murdaka. Against Kyle Pettit. Pettit is waved out. Warrene Foegele will take face-off duty for Erie. It is loud. That's an understatement. Foegele on the draw. But it's one towards the point. Held. Bouchard. He's got one tonight. Miletich. He slides it in front. Blocked by Darren Radish. Going up the wall, Miletich, flip towards the goal, off the skate, as Ludnia gives it on to Foegele. He'll skate left wing side, winds up slap shot, let's say Parsons. They force the face-off on the other end of the ice. 2:25 remaining in the third. Robert Thomas. It was 3-1. London. Otters have rallied back. A goal with 0.9 seconds left in the first from Darren Radish. Sorelli ties it, as he did in a Memorial Cup final. Lifted ahead for Taylor Radish by the Otters. They have the go-ahead marker as it belongs. The goaltender's coming off now. Slid towards the front. It's off a stick just wide. Radish down to the ice, but it's played on to Juolevi. Extra man on his move. Giving down near side. Stevens fires. The Otters get the shot away. Lifts it ahead to center. They drop down Juolevi. Played by, he's going to move it. He does. They're all good. Give it across. Kuokkanen. Poke check. Strome finds it. Softly sends it up the near side boards. Did not go for the empty net and avoids the icing call. Fergus. He'll let one rip for it. Glove down Mette, and it's underneath him. Under 2 to play. Skipped off a stick. Radish knocks it down. A try from center for the empty net. Glove down again by Mette. Pushed ahead for Kuokkanen. He'll tip it. He will not tip it. It's an icing call. 1:32 to play. Parsons forced to retake the ice. Sorelli the face-off. And London will utilize a timeout. 92 seconds remains in game number 3. Neil Diamond will take us out. Otters fans, True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk, your official milk of the Erie Otters. Be sure to pick up a gallon today at your local grocery. True Moo and Meadowbrook Dairy Pure Milk. I can't help it. They're louder than I am. Even with the mic turned off. The score. 92 seconds remains regulation. Cirelli, the face-off against Robert Thomas. A forehand draw for both men as they set in. One by Cirelli. Cernak just throws it down low. And thrown into the boards is Julevi. Foegele will go to the box. This is oh boy. We're in for some drama from Erie. A minute 25 remains. Foegele's in the box. Checking from behind. Hold on to your butt. 1-for-1 on the power play this evening. Foegele down for 2 minutes. A minute 25 remains in regulation. The Otters, however, can play for the empty net all they want. Cirelli trying to run up at center ice. Pushed onto the board, giving up to the wall, across. It's Kuokkanen. They want to set him up in the circle. Middleton fires. Merdaka says no. 75 seconds remain. Left side of the Erie zone. Throw him on, will replace Pettit. The Otters have got a lot of analytical data on faceoff. They like Strom against Poo on the backhand here, but Poo wins this one. Kuokkanen doesn't shoot, gets the Julevi. Kuokkanen one-timer, that sails high. Off the glass now, loose to the near side. Dish to the corner. It's Stevens, watched by Cernak, up high. Julevi now, body to the front. Kuokkanen one-timer, loose in front, battled around. It trickles in. The shot came from the right side, and it sat around and ends up behind Merdaka. So will they look at it? Dylan Strom saying it was pushed in with a glove. That was our one look, 59.6 on the clock. They huddle up back to the near side. Here's another replay. There's the shot. And on to the phone goes our officiating crew. One of our guys can slow it down just a little bit longer. So Mitchell Stevens, I believe, will get credit if it stands. That would tie this game at 4. Hard to tell of anything right there. There's another look. Called a goal on the ice, so you have to go by the call on the ice. Darcy Burchell is on the phone. Mitchell Stevens, who won the game, the hero in Game 6 on Sunday. And maybe the hero here tonight, at least tying this game up at 4. Long, lengthy review here. Erie opened the scoring in the first. Ivan Ladnia, 8:41. And then the London Knights, in 2 minutes and 11 seconds, rallied to take a 3-1 lead. Kuokkanen at 12:18. Then Bouchard, and then Cliff Poo to round things out, make it 3-1 game. Darren Radish scored with 0.9 on the clock to end the first. As it was a one-goal game after 1. Ended after 2. Same score 3-2 for Anthony Cirelli here in this third from Warrene Foegele at 5:14, excuse me. And Alex DeBrincat. With the go-ahead goal from Dylan Strome after a face-off at 16:29. And London with a power play towards the end here. 59.6 is on the clock. And a lengthy review to see what this one went in with. And I think it will stand. I don't think there's anything that you can... How to turn it over. They got another angle upstairs. They got the overhead cameras as well. It was in tight and in the crease. Virgil, he's off the phone now. They continue to review this one. It'll stay upstairs. 59.6 on the clock. It's either a tie game at 4, and Stevens has tied it, or it's played by a glove and into the net. It is the only thing I can assume is the change. As the discussion continues upstairs. 59.6 is on the clock. Telephone still on. Here's another look at it. Opposite side angle. You're not going to get much from that. There's the cross-ice angle again. You can't see much from there. Here, we'll slow it down. The shot will come from the right. Stevens in front, Jones there also. And Stevens has got the last piece of it. But you can't really tell from that angle what that touch last. Sean Reed, Darcy Birchall converse with Dylan Strome and J.J. Pickenish. There's one of the overheads. It never hit drop down to the ice, and that's the Otters' argument. And it was bobbled and tipped in front, and then went in. Birchall back on the horn here. The final 59.6. He gets I would assume, the final conversation coming from upstairs. The OHL video review crew. The Otters believe it was put in with a glove from Mitchell Stevens. He said he got with the shaft of the stick. And off the horn they come. Virgil. Good goal. We're tied at 4. A power play goal for London. With 59.6 on the clock. And the net empty. 19 minutes will be the time of it. And we're back to a brand new hockey game. There's Taylor Raddick. He'll flip it in the final 52 seconds now. Mete will rip it around the board. Kuokkanen lets it come up. It's picked up by Darren Raddick. Trying to fire in front off the side of the net. Tipped onto the near side. Here's Robert Thomas. Angle up the near side. Chernak tips it down. Knocks out with a glove, and Kuokkanen turns, waits, fires. Sticked away by Merneka. In behind the goal. The line down to the corner. 33 to go. Lifted ahead. Trying to find DeBrincat. It's gloved down by Ulevi. Drills it right back in. 25 seconds to go. Game 7. We may have an extra period. Kuokkanen tied up by Chernak. Erie sends it out ahead to center ice. Cirelli looking for 15 seconds to go. Cliffoo has it tied up. Cirelli, they'll get loose. Foegele now, right wing side. 10 seconds to go. Foegele over skates. Got it back now. Darren Raddish. Got to get it to the goal. Deflected towards the front. Here's Cirelli. Give it in front. It's loose. Right side. Milicic. Foegele to the goal. On a back try. Cirelli can't find it. And we're going to have overtime in Game 7 here from Erie. Cirelli ties it to break it the go-ahead marker, but it's Mitchell Stevens, the Game 6 hero. Ties things up with a minute on the clock. 4-4. to sudden death overtime and a chance to play in the Western Conference Final. We will step for a break. Send it back to London. The UPMC intermission report is next here on Jet Radio 1400. Welcome back here inside the Erie Insurance Arena. On to overtime. Tied at 4. Game 7. And we're underway. Sandbrook comes in. Wrist shot. Sticks away into the near side corner. Erie after that rebound. Pinching with Sandbrook. Maxim and Cirelli are back for the Otters defensively as Mete winds it ahead. I'm Aaron Cooney. Pleased to have you join us here for what has been quite the climactic end to this series in Game 7. An extra frame needed. Thomas gives out in front. Kuokkanen trying to dish one more time. Foegele takes it away from in front. Foegele, who took the penalty that led to the power play goal to tie things up. Waits, kicks it back to himself on the near side. Throw it towards the net. It was off the body of Darren Radish, who picks it up behind the net. Trying to dish out in front. Guarded by Juolevi. Skips on to the near side. Darren Radish after it. Has Fergus up high. Gives that way. Erie changing behind the play. Right side. Here's Alex DeBrincat. Lines up. Slap shot. Save made. And it's kicked onto the corner. And Thomas up the wall, but not out. Pitch forward, glove down by Mete. And Thomas moving ahead, right wing side. Thomas lets the shot go. That sails high on the glove hand side, or blocker side, Bounces to center. Shots back towards the Erie net and onto the near side. A lot of traffic in front. Crowd wants a 2 men call on London. They won't get one. That was called in overtime. The game the other night has a chance for Crowley. Sends it off the side of the net. Skips off the skirt of the goal, and here is Taylor Radish is posted to center. Shots, Erie head in that department by 30, 58-28. And it's Taylor Radish coming in right wing side. Now you're going to hold your breath on every shot. Radish wheels on near side. Gets a break away from Crawley for a second. Comes up high now. Going to give off to Strome in the far side circle. Pokes it down low. Vanasample reaching there. Erie changing behind the play. Strome ties up Vanasample. And hands off behind that. There's Alex DeBrincat skating on through. Strome with it. Dish near side. Lodnia. Oh, just misses on the short side. Max Jones hustling. DeBrincat reaching. It's still loose and pushed down center by Milicic. Here he gives to Owen Hedrick here. 2 minutes into overtime. Back around the horn. On for Kyle Pettit as he stops it up. Trying to charge behind the goal. Tied up by Vanasample. Still trying to curl it out towards the front. It's on the side of the cage. Patrick Fellows in front. Off the body. Knocked out of the blue line after the clear. Hedrick skips one just wide. Banks down on the near side corner. Fellows after it. Keeps it alive. Headed in to help out. 3 Knights on 2 Otters. Fellows with it. Trying to drag out in front. Off a leg. Loose along the far side. Post. Otters dig away at it. And it's covered. Parsons able to reach on that. Right side of the net. With Crowley there to help him out. And I guess the halt. Otters 15-11 all time in overtime. And fell Sunday 2-1 in Game 6. On home ice, the Otters are 10-4 in overtime game. Cirelli, the face-off against Thomas. Put to the wall. Mete gets there first. Moves it on for Juolevi. And then Mete again on the near side. Juolevi again takes after the D-to-D pass. Looks ahead. Deflected in by Kuokkanen. Murdakin will play it. Played up near side, Maximovic. They were leaking out the center, and Juolevi one more time. On for Mete. Wait, looks left side. As Cirelli watching. It's Thomas, though, with a chance. Pump check by Sandbrook. Got it right back, Thomas. The pass towards the front. Knocked it in midair, and Cirelli trying to march ahead, but it's played by a high stick by Erie. On the knock out of midair by Jordan Sandbrook, with that puck trickling high in front of Murdakin. The Knights, overtime experience. We go back to the Memorial Cup final, and it was Matthew Tkachuk. The golden goal there in overtime to give the Knights the Memorial Cup Championship 2016. Anthony Cirelli, he did it in overtime in 2015. Overtime here in Game 7 semifinals. DeBrincat trying to march forward. Watched by Carbonera. Chip and chase. After it is Alex DeBrincat to the corner now. Wheels behind the net. It's the break. Going to get away from Vanasample and Mete. They tie him up. Taylor Radish looking, but it's Crawley on the back end. This one high. This will go down ice. An icing call. Chernak trying to get there. He will in time. And an offensive zone draw coming up for Erie. 16:28 to play. Tied at 4 in overtime. What else can you say? Game 7 in overtime. This is a hockey player's dream. McDonald against Strome. It'll be near side corner, or circle rather. Strome got it towards the wall. DeBrincat pushing it down. Gonna come out with a sharp angle shot. It's off the body. Crawley blocked it. Moved forward by Pickenish. Jammed up the wall. Not out here. Taylor Radish follows up. It does squirt loose. And here he sends it right back in near side. DeBrincat chasing after it. Along with Mete. Got it behind the boards. The net. Crawley. Right back for Mete. Otters come off. Some changes coming. As Pickenish marches ahead. Chips it around Dylan Strome. Right back up ahead by Owen Hedrick. But it's fed in deeper to the corner. Chernak pokes it away. On for Ivan Lodny just on. Has some room to skate to center. Across the red stripe. Across the blue line. Leaves it for Fellows. Looking. Throw it towards the goal. Glove save. And Parsons, he thought about moving it. Bouchard was to his right. Instead holds on. An offensive zone draw coming. One again for Erie. Shot 59-28 in favor of the Otters. Parsons, 55 saves. To go on 44 laps now. Lodny along the half wall now. Fires, blocked by Bouchard and picked up by Milicic. He's going to go in flight 4. Knights ahead. Milicic wide left. Jones to the goal. Saucer to cross. Bouchard picking up off the wall. Throws it back door. The Otters able to escape that. And the sails wide. Lodny can't pick that one up on the drop from Fellows. Sent back into Erie territory. Darren Radish around for Patrick Fellows. Couldn't keep it on the back end on the near side. It's in deeper again. Fergus tied up by Jones, but moves it up the wall. Patrick Fellows protecting, turning, but it's given right back to Milicic. Fouled by Fergus in front of his net. As London backs off the change, Radish has a little bit of room to skate ahead. Overage defenseman for the Erie Otters. Overage, last game was Radish. Going to duck towards the front, duck towards the goal. Sorelli looking for that puck in front. Jammed up the wall, not out. Foegele, wrist shot. Blocker save made. Sorelli fires just high on the glove side. Sorelli chasing Stevens down. Trying to back down Fergus. Stevens, a backhander. That one sails high. Maximovich on his horse to center ice. He kicks off the corner glass. He's able to chip it into the zone. Comes back off the end board. Van Ensemble. Send it around. This one all the way, and it'll be an icing call to London. Oh. If that doesn't give you heart palpitations and skip the beat, I don't know what will. These two clubs and fan bases dialed in. Game 7 overtime. Strome on the face-off against Robert Thomas. Thomas got it back to the corner. Van Ensemble up the board. Strome cuts it off. Trying to push it to the blue line. Chernak with a quick shot. Just sails onto the near side corner. Stevens trying to chase it down. He tied this game up with a minute on the clock. Thomas now skates to center ice. Going to curl it in, but offside. One too many moves. Kuokkanen ahead of the play. It'll be on just outside the Erie line and in front of me. Drew Jackson will drop the puck. It was once 3-1 London. Erie chipped away. And the end of the first. Radish on the board with under a second to go. That was Darren Radish. And then Sorelli to tie at 3. As Erie guides this one ahead. It'll be nice and call to the Otters now. On a lengthy pass. Erie says they got a tip on it. Ivan Lodny was stationed just in front of the Erie bench. They will not get that call. The draw. To the right of Joseph Murdaka. Pettit will take the face-off, and he has been good. But it's won by McDonald. Chasing after it is Ivan Lodny. A great defensive effort from the draft eligible. As Lodny gets to the zone now. Looks, feeds Chernak. Lets the shot go. Blocked in front by Bouchard. Pettit after it. They'll rip it around near side. That's caught off of Patrick Fellows, and it settles down for Bouchard to carry ahead. 6 off the clock here in overtime. McDonald stripped at the Erie line. As Sambo, roughs up Bouchard just at the blue line. Chernak now on for Taylor Radish. Busting down the left wing side. Radish had a steam. Chipped away. Good defense from Bouchard. Van Assompel used the glass off the window. Gloved down by Darren Radish. And they say here he's good. I thought that was offside. Radish has it though. Feeds on to DeBrincat. Pulls the trigger. It was blocked. Skips towards the front. And Parsons able to gobble it up. Nice. Not for sure Darren Radish is behind that blue line when he gloved that puck down. Brought it in. But the offensive zone face-off coming for Erie. Over 100 saves now for Tyler Parsons over the last 2 nights. Sorelli. This one tied up with Thomas, and London takes over. Van Assompel just skips it out to center. Sent down towards Erie ice, slowed by Joe Murdaka, and given to Darren Radish. They march ahead here in overtime for Game 7. Foegele tied up by Stevens. Back to Sorelli, but chasing Darren Radish to the far corner of his own end. On his back, Kuokkanen. Pitch worked ahead. That one lasered down ice, and an icing call to Erie now. 12:57 to play in overtime. Draw to the left of Joe Murdaka, who had to replace Quintano in consecutive home games. Somebody's moving on to play the Owen Sound attack. And one shot will do it here from the Erie Insurance Arena. Otters will call a timeout. You don't take it home with you. Chris Knobloch utilizing it here. 30 seconds. Bit of a break. You can change should he decide to. Well, Owen Sound, so they're enjoying sitting back and watching these two teams beat up on each other. As we need a winner in this series. Overtime. Tied at 4. Late heroics again from Mitchell Stevens. The tying marker at 4 with a minute left. Goaltender pulled, and a power play goal in the third. Cross to the left of Murdaka. Strom and company take the ice against Cliff Booth. Clean face-off when Dylan Strom. Chernak up the far boards on the pass. Taylor Radish just lets it drift to center ice. And Crawley wants to send it back in. Murdaka out to slow it down. Leads the on to the far side. Boards Pooh. Going to give back down low. As down to the ice goes Miletic trying to help out. Battling with Eric Chernak. Strom up the wall. Skips off a stick. Just skips down to the corner. Chernak back onto the near side boards the poke. And here's Dylan Strom. Softly sends it ahead in the line. Guarded right back up. Miletic trying to chase this one down. Out is Murdaka. Leaps up the far side. He's out of the net though. Fired to the goal. Murdaka comes up with a miraculous save. Miletic, another one. Sails wide with the net empty. Mete holds in. Oh, goodness. It tries, but Miletic still snake bit. Otters take from Jones. Out ahead goes to Brinkett. He'll softly send this one towards the goaltender. Moved by Parsons to the far boards. Crawley tied up there with Taylor Radish, and it's skied out of play into the bench of the Otters. And Erie will get a draw after Joseph Murdaka forced to come out and play that puck with Miletic on the bounce. And he could not get that one into the open net. Murdaka way out to the circle. Cojones, my friend. Pettit now on the face-off. Third line on for Erie. 12 minutes to play in overtime. Tied at 4. Tied up at the dot. Everybody in to help out. Squirts loose. Neil Levy. Carries on near side. Trying to stay with him as Pettit dished up the near wards. And a good stick here from Fellows. Trying to move in with Ladnia. Here's Fellows. With a shot. At 6 behind the goaltender, but laying down is Parsons. Oh, Tyler Parsons. Another stop on the near 2-on-1 for the Erie Otters, and Fellows nearly squeaked that one through the Calgary Flames prospect. They'll stay on here. Pettit and McDonald now on the dot. Taken towards the corner, Yolevi. Boy, he has munched a ton of minutes. Him and Mete. Out for Pickenish on the left wing side. Giving across, McDonald ahead of the play. Offside, stretched out with Cliff Fu. Neutral zone face-off coming. .35 in overtime. Crowd with them the entire way. The Cowbells have not stopped. Sorelli will take the ice. Foegele and company on. With bank down the boards. Fergus steps into it. Gives to Sorelli. Now Darren Radish. Chased here by Pickenish. Snapped it up the near side. Foegele got a piece of it. And able to enter in left wing side. But Bouchard reaching. Put to the boards by 37 in gold. And able to get that back one to push it out ahead for Sorelli. But it's loose onto the near side. Moved there by McDonald. Carbonera up. Off the back side of Sorelli. And followed up by McDonald. Who kicks it into the Otters zone from center. Fergus. Up the near side, Radish trying to follow through. Pickenish giving deep. 3 Otters right here. Stationed on that pile up, but Darren Radish can move it ahead out of the reach of Foegele and Cliff Fu. That one come out of the zone. They keep playing because Erie has it though. Here's Maximovich. Waiting to get in the zone. Offside though, Sorelli just ahead. Erie waited too long. With 10:53 to play in overtime. 4-4. Somebody's going to punch a ticket to the Western Conference Final. This game number 7. Mete back to his own corner. Moves it on to the near side. He's bumped by Taylor Radish, but able to spin it through that and move it up on ahead. Left wing side. Levy's got some room. Gets the break now at the circle, staying with him is Chernak. Nice little poke, but it bounces down. Cliff Fu. Oh, good defense from Darren Radish to get over the top of number 63 in white. Is Jones trying to give ahead now for Cliff Fu. Trying to join his forwards and feet across. Strome gets back, knocks it away. As the Brinket. Shuffle for Taylor Radish. Chip, and we'll head after it. In down low, Radish drops it off for DeBrinket. Gets it right back though. Down to the corner, DeBrinket turns out of that corner. Just on. There's a try. Pettit gets away. Sandbrook ahead on her. That rises well high. Foegele making changes are the Otters. Hedrick trying to leave it for Gurney, but Erie ahead of the play. But that pass to Crosby right through the box. Just skipping over the stick of Kyle Pettit. They wanted to let that one-timer snap. The left-handed shot just had it skip right over as we're nearly midway through this first overtime. Dennis Doppel drills it in. Merdaka drops it off for Fergus. Here we go. 9:55 to play. Fergus carries ahead. Leaves it on for Ivan Ladnia. Shoots into the zone around one man. Leaves it for Pettit. Gurney to the front. Giving on to the side of the cage. Pettit knocked down. He's slow to get back up. The Otters are going to get back defensively now. As Sandbrook's turned around. Here's Kuokkanen with Stevens. The shot. Slide. Save. Merdaka. Oh, Joseph Merdaka on a 2-on-1. Kuokkanen, the hot hand, just busts right through Sandbrook. Trying to go glove hand side. And the Otters, Joseph Merdaka, the mayor, comes up with it. 9:37 to play. Midway through here of overtime. Tied at 4. To meet our neighbors at the new Arena Bar and Grill, located at 723 Front Street, for official before and after team meeting place. Oh, that's the unofficial away watch. A lot of fans head to the Arena Bar and Grill. Just next door here to the Erie Insurance Arena. We are tied in overtime. Aaron Cooney along with you. Buckle up. 9:37 to play, and the first one. We'll keep going. We need someone One team will take on the Owens Sound attack. The Western Conference Finals. Kuokkanen trying to pass it to himself. Knuckled away. Zabrinka trying to settle this one down. He can skate out with a man wide. Left side. Aaron Radish pushing the pace. Foegele hits for the net. Trying to slide that way. Foegele. He scores! And now your watch has ended. The London Knights are done. Erie Otters move on to the Western Conference Final. Redemption for Warrene Foegele. The Erie Otters come from behind in dramatic overtime fashion, have usurped the throne, and will play for the Western Conference title. The road continues through Erie. This crowd has not stopped. The frenzy on French Street will be rocking Friday night. Game 1, Western Conference Final. Erie Otters, Owens Sound attack. And boy, what a series. This was all-out war. Overtime to Game 7. And the Otters 5-4. There will be a new champion in the Ontario Hockey League as the Erie Otters move for a 4th consecutive Western Conference Final.